Hi, it's Kim from Embody Connections Australia, and today I just quickly want to jump on and talk to you about your digital legacy. So, that is phone, computers, emails, social media, and how, if something were to happen to you, someone is able to access those things and either manage them or close the accounts and deal with those. So I do not pretend to be a social media expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I just wanted to share with you what I have found out as I have been going through this process, and hopefully there'll be something useful that you can take away and use as well. So what I have done is create a document that excuse me, that has my password to my phone, my password to my computer, my email passwords. And so I'm not providing those to anybody in particular, but I am giving the people who I would like to take care of that for me if something does happen to me while I'm in hospital. I'm going to be giving them instructions on where to find that information. So if you are very nervous, like most of us are, about having all of that information out there floating around, you don't need to actually give anybody that information. So all I will be doing is putting that information in a secure place and then letting someone know where to find that if they need to. And then obviously, once I get home from hospital, which I'm hoping to do or planning to do, then I will either delete that document or change my passwords or do whatever I need to do. But it's just that if something were to happen and someone needed to access that information, then they're able to do so. If it's not necessary and they don't need it, well, then I will then be able to make the arrangements to change that up. So that's the first thing. My first tip is that you don't have to give somebody else all of your passwords and all of your access to your social media and your email and your computer and your phone. But it's so important that that information is written down somewhere in some form, and that the right person is able to get that information and have access should they need it. Now, the other thing I wanted to share with you, because as I said, just through my investigations of making sure that all of this is taken care of for me if something were to happen, and that I'm not leaving this mess and people are trying to scramble and figure out how to, take care of all of this stuff. So Facebook actually allows you to create a legacy contact, and it's not easy to find. I had to hunt and hunt and find it, which is why I wanted to share this with you here so that you don't have to do that. So if you go into your Facebook settings, and this doesn't apply if you have a business Facebook account, this is your personal Facebook account, go into settings, account, personal information, manage account, and then you will see a place in there where it says that you can choose a family member or a close friend to look after your account if something happens to you, and they're called a legacy contact. So if you click on that in Facebook, in your Facebook settings, then there will be some information that tells you that Facebook memorializes the accounts of people who have passed away. And so they will do that once they're notified, and you then have the choice. You have two options. So you can create a legacy contact, so you can put the information in of somebody that you want to manage your Facebook account if you are no longer around to do it, and you can tell that person how long to keep the account open, or that they can delete it straight away. Or the second thing you can do is that you can ask to have your account permanently deleted after your death. So Facebook does do, and as much as I am not a fan of Facebook, even though I use it grudgingly, and I do not like Facebook, but I will say they have done a very good job of making provision for that and making arrangements for how you can have someone else actually. And the reason that they memorialize the account and that they create this legacy contact, which they explain when you go in and access that information through your settings, is so that after someone has died, someone else can manage that person's account, can put information up about if there's a funeral or a memorial service, and can actually still interact with people. And then Facebook will take that person's photos and videos and things and actually create a memorial for that person on Facebook, and then your legacy contact can either continue to manage that on your behalf for a period of time, or can just close down your account and delete your account. So that's what Facebook does, which I think is a fantastic thing. And I have to say, So I'm not across all of social media, but I've had a look at Instagram, I've had a look at LinkedIn. I can't find similar things on those platforms. I can only find somewhere where if someone has your passwords to those platforms, they can go in and delete your account. But there's nowhere else that I've been able to find in Instagram or LinkedIn where you can create a legacy contact and appoint someone else to manage your social media account for a period of time if you're not here to do it yourself. If someone else knows LinkedIn and Instagram much better than I do, and there is a way to do that, I would love it if you would please put that in the comments to help other people. Again, I'm not on Twitter, I'm not on TikTok, so I don't know what arrangements are in place for those platforms. And again, if anyone is on those platforms and knows them, and if there is a provision like that, again, please put that in the comments, because that information could really help somebody else. So there are ways that you can manage it, and I again highly recommend that you just think about it, put that information somewhere where it can be accessed, so that you don't have all these social media accounts floating around out there. You've got someone that can come in, manage your emails and wrap everything up, so that it's not just sitting there permanently out there in the Twitterverse or the Facebook universe or metaverse or whatever else it is. So they're my tips for today, and I will see you tomorrow. Until then, much love. Bye.